starting today with a Board of Public Works meeting. This has to do with the City of Sault Ste. Marie refunding a series of their bonds, presumably because it's advantageous. I'm thinking probably because of interest rates or some such thing. In any case, we have to hold a Board of Public Works meeting, so I am calling that to order. I presume that the clerk has taken note of attendance for that Board of Public Works meeting. And would anybody like to make any comments regarding it? I don't see on the agenda an opportunity for public comment, but I believe we should be providing public comment for any meeting like this. So if there's anybody from the public who would like to speak during the Board of Public Works meeting regarding a resolution approving refunding of City of Sault Ste. Marie bonds, this is your opportunity. And once again, if there's anyone from the public who'd like to speak during this Board of Public Works meeting, this is your opportunity. Okay, we do have a resolution that will be, is it on, it is also on our regular agenda, I presume? Mm-hmm. Yes.
No.
It is not?
We do it right here.
We need to approve, the Board of Public Works needs to approve the refunding contract and resolution 1323.
Okay.
And then the board will approve the other one that's associated with that.
Okay, which is already on our agenda?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
I move approval of the resolution 1323.
Support.
Commissioner McLean makes the motion, Commissioner Pastula makes the support for the motion. Again, this is to approve the refunding contract for the City of Sault Ste. Marie bond series. Is there any commissioner comment?
I guess I got a couple questions. Did the treasurer, Margie, you dealt with this?
Yes.
And everything's
Yeah.
cool? The rate goes down?
Yes, the interest rate will go down.
And how much will that affect the city residents? Do we have any idea how much they're, because they're paying for that now, a bit of it, each property owner, and will this affect their assessment? For that, I'm sure this is due to the CSO project,
That's a city
yes?
question.
What's that?
That would be a city question as to.
I know, but I was wondering if anybody has ever, if we can get that information as to how much, by us doing this, by the county pulling full faith and credit of the county buying these bonds, how much we are saving the city residents percent-wise?
Well, we put full faith and credit of the county behind this resolution.
Clearly.
And they're going to, basically they're buying it out, right? They're refunding it. So they're buying out the bonding. So that's actually going to free up the county's obligation to that bond series, right?
Well, the principle is going to remain the same. All that's going to be changing is the interest rate in which they are paying this back already. So it's saving the city money and saving the county's obligation of backing that.
Right.
And I understand that, but my question is that maybe someone could get the answer. Because on the special assessments for this project, people are paying based, I know you don't have the answer, but people are paying an interest rate based on what the city is paying.
Mm-hmm.
And if we are reducing the city's bond, not yet, but we're reducing the interest obligation, ergo, our city residents should also get a reduction. And I just wonder what that reduction would be.
Okay. And I think we could request that information from the city, but I would concur that that's really a,
Sure.
directly the city
But
issue.
it would be a good-
But they're acting in the best interest of their residents, trying to lock in a more advantageous bond and paying off the one that's in place. And again, it's good for the county because it's taking away our obligation of backing that bond series. So, anyone else? Do we need a roll call vote or is a voice vote adequate?
Roll call resolution.
Roll call for the resolution. Will clerk please take a roll call vote?
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Pastula?
Yes.
Chairman Shackleton?
Yes. So that No, we need to approve the contract as well, the refunding contract? Okay, so what we just did is we approved the resolution. We need a separate action to approve the refunding contract 13-25.
So moved.
I'll support.
Motion by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that we approve the refunding contract. Again, any discussion on that? This, a voice vote should be okay on this. It's not a resolution. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. And seeing no other business for the Board of Public Works Board of Public Works meeting, I would declare that meeting closed. We move now to the Board of Commissioners meeting, which I call to order, and we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Commissioner Castillo, would you start us, please?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And clerk, please take roll call attendance.
Commissioner Cooper.
Yes.
Commissioner Casella.
Here.
Commissioner McLean.
Here.
Commissioner Pastula.
Here.
Chairman Shackleton.
Here. So we have complete attendance, and are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
under new business, I'd like to add item G1, which is merely changing the name of the union from POLC to FOPLC, and that's the Union for the Corrections folks. It's just changing the name of it,
Okay, just recognizing the name has changed.
okay?
The
Correct.
union itself has changed.
Alrighty. Okay. That's an amendment to the agenda. I'd like to act on that as a
I'll
motion.
make a motion.
Support.
Supported by, motion made by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner McLean, that we amend the agenda. Any comments, questions? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Any other additions or deletions to the agenda? I take a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Support. Motion by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Pastula, that we approve the agenda for this meeting as just amended. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
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 Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. Correspondence received in the clerk's office, page 18. As always, a number of pieces of correspondence regarding different issues.
I'll make the motion that the correspondence received in the clerk's office be forwarded to the appropriate committees and boards for disposition.
Support.
Commissioner Kinsella makes the motion, Commissioner Pastula supports that the correspondence be forwarded as appropriate. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. Move to the approval of the county board meetings and the minutes. We have a regular meeting on October 14th, 2013, and a public hearing on also on the same date, October 14th, 2013. Those are respectively on page 19 and page 28 of the packet.
Move for their approval. Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Pastula, supported by Commissioner McLean, that the minutes for both the regular and public hearings, meeting and hearing that were held on October 14th be approved. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. We move to public comments. If there's anybody in the public who wishes to address or speak during this Board of Commissioners meeting, this is your opportunity. Is there a microphone anywhere out there for the gentleman?
Don't we have them sit at the table?
We have one, yeah, if you come right up to this table, that microphone's lit up red, so I assume that it's working for you. And if you just start off by mentioning your name and.
Sure.
feel
My
free.
name is Tom Ball.
Yeah,
I'm
Go ahead and sit
pre-
down, if you don't mind, you can closer to the
Sure.
mic.
My name's Tom Ball. I'm the president of the Sioux Area Sportsman's Club, a member of the Rayberry Area Sportsman's Club, and a business owner in Eastern UP. And I wanted to come and show my support for the Little Rapids Restoration Project that is tentatively moving forward for the area. The reason I wanted to do this is to show first off, as an avid sportsman, of course, and representing the sportsmen in our area, the benefit that this is gonna give not only me, but people coming to Sault Ste. Marie as far as fishing, beautifying the area, and just another way to get people to our area. As a businessman, my business is in Pickford, but the amount of people that I talk to looking to do this kind of fishing is tremendous. And the only way I can say, yeah, you can go fly fishing or anything like this is to go to Canada. And of course that nixes it right away because it's such a hassle to go there. But I've been president of the Sportsman's Club now for on and off for probably 20 years. And we started this back in 1995, I believe. And because of some negativity on Sugar Island, we just dropped it. We said, okay, we don't want to cause any hard feelings in that. But we had a meeting a month or so ago, and it shocked me that there was 9 representatives from 9 different agencies at our little meeting that we had. There was NOAA, there was EPA, there was DEQ, there was DNR. I mean, there was people all over, and it was just amazing that these people came to Sault Ste. Marie for our hour-long meeting and represented it, and how positive they were about getting federal government grants to do this restoration in Sault Ste. Marie, because they're really, if any of you can think of anything that's been like this in the area, it's way beyond my time. And the benefits that they showed to us, of course, is on the fisheries project. It's going to restore natural habitat for walleye, breeding area for walleye, for bass, for steelhead, and all these things. And of course, that's our main goal, is to try and keep our fisheries and our resources available for us, for our kids, and for anybody coming up to Sault Ste. Marie. So that's definitely a plus. I look at everything as far as businessman, and even though I'm a little bit removed from the Sault Ste. Marie area, I know it's going to affect me hugely. People are going to come into my store and they're going to, want to go fly fishing. They're going to be buying stuff. That's going to affect, my business. It's going to affect the businesses here in the Sioux, the fishing outlets, motels, restaurants. So it's going to add another benefit to Sault Ste. Marie. And if you know right now, if you don't have a big boat in Sault Ste. Marie, there isn't a lot of fishing. So this is going to give people who can't afford a big boat, who want to take their kids and get them associated with the water and fishing. It's going to give them a great access to do that. And I know there's people that oppose it. There always is in anything you do. But the way I look at it is, in this day and age where one man can lead our country to take God out of the Pledge of Allegiance, how can we allow the minority to negatively affect this wonderful project that every agency in the United States is looking at us saying this is going to be a great project. And I just wanted to show you guys and appreciate your support for that project.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you ever need anything, with it or that, or any documents or that, I'd be more than happy through the sportsmen's clubs or my business or myself to help you out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else from the public who would like to speak during public comment period? On your opportunity.
Hello,
Hiya.
Kathy Kearns. I live on Sugar Island, so I'd like Mr. Ball to know that maybe the EPA.
Could you address the board, please?
That the meeting was, no one know about this meeting that they had. As far as I'm concerned, I've talked with the EPA. The EPA has never done a long-range, large area study of this project. They don't know what it's going to do to either the residents of Sugar Island or the environment. When I talked with the EPA, they told me, they said, well, we apologize, we don't have the money or the manpower to take this up right now. So how can you justify doing something when there's no guarantee that it's going to work? No guarantee that it's not going to hurt the environment. so that people can fish. I'm sorry. You're talking about upsetting people's lives forever. We also are concerned with the dangers of making the road the way they want to make it. It's going to make it like a bridge. There used to be 3 bridges there. They were taken out due to the dangerous ice conditions on the road. You're going to do nothing but make that back again. And people are going to get hurt. But people don't seem to care about that. They only seem to care about fishing. So, when you throw your support against something, maybe you better look really good and hard to see that all the studies have been done. There should have been done. There was a short-range environmental impact study done, but there was not a long-range, and there was not a large area. They have no idea what it's going to do to Lake George. It's going to be taking water from Lake George. You already have established fish habitat over there. What's it going to do to it? They can't tell us because they don't know. A study was never done. They also conveniently did boring holes on the south side of the road, not the north side of the road where the contaminated water washed up against there. When I talked with the guy from the EPA, he informed me, he said, had there been a long-range study and also a larger area study, they would have been happened to take in boring holes from both sides of the road, the north and the south, plus taking it from the causeway. We all know that water has been contaminated for a long time, and it washes up against that north side of that road, the causeway. And they want to also dump the spoils on Sugar Island. Who's going to be the determining factor of whether they're contaminated or not? Are they going to wait long enough to take the soil samples, say, oh, let's dig, take soil samples, it's not contaminated, and then dump it? I don't think so. And they want to dump it up on the Hilltop Hill, and that's going to absorb right into the soil. So like I say, before you decide to jump on the bandwagon with these people that decide they're going to come and change people's lives that they have, it's not going to change their lives. They're going to go on just the way they have been. But ours is going to be changed forever. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else from the public who would like to speak under public comment period? Last chance. Anyone else during public comment? I declare the public comment period to be closed then, and we move to old business. We have a number of nominations for open positions on boards, committees, agencies, and authorities. We have that list is provided to you. We advertised for people to apply. Now they have applied. We have them in front of us. Our normal procedure would be to accept these nominations and at our regular board meeting next month, make the appointments. So our motion that would be most appropriate would be to accept these nominations.
So moved.
I'll support.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that the applications for the board, committees, agencies, and authorities that were submitted in a timely manner be accepted. Is there any discussion? Commissioner Cooper?
In your last statement, submitted in a timely manner, and one of these I'm aware of came in 2 days late. So, I mean, is that acceptable to put, I mean, why, is that acceptable that we include that individual in this?
I'm not
list
aware
of
if that's,
applicants? Excuse me?
I'm not aware that there's one that came in late.
But I mean, I'm not saying hypothetically, one of them came in late, and is it appropriate to include that individual in this list of nominating applicants?
Kelly, is there one on the list here that came in late?
Not on the list.
Which board are
The
you
one
talking
that
about,
came in
Commissioner?
late is not listed as an applicant for reappointment.
Okay, I thought it was on economic, EDC.
He is not named as an applicant. He's named as a
Okay.
present member.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so we've clarified that all the applicants did come in a timely manner and before the deadline. Is there any other question or comment?
I just had a
Commissioner
quick
Kinsella?
one, just to clarify, some of these we don't appoint, you do as board chair, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, and that is EDC, And what other one, do you know?
It's just EDC, isn't it, Kelly? Just
Okay.
EDC.
Okay.
And then, yeah. And you know what? And I wanna really note too that, we have a really great representation of very qualified, interested people from our community applying for all these positions, and I'm really encouraged to see it. We've got lots of people stepping up to the plate here that are willing to serve and be involved in their community. So we do have a motion on the table. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. We move then to the administrator's report. Administrator German?
You have your various monthly reports there, Veteran Affairs, Animal Control, War Memorial Hospital, Public Defender. Also in addition, the commission was sent a strategic planning memo for the hospital, which takes place tonight. And I was told today that time has been changed from 5:30 to 7:30 instead of 6 to 8. So please take note of that if you plan on attending that meeting.
Just tonight.
Also, as of Friday, we found out that there were some additional problems with the ImageSoft project that the commission had approved a month or two ago, and that we had gone ahead and it was for a lens leak portal for the sheriff's department with no charge to build it and an annual fee. That has turned out to be, for lack of a better word, a little bit more gobbledygook language than what we had previously thought. And I have put the project on hold pending more conversations with the commission, as we do not believe that what has been written and told to us verbally is what is being delivered. And I have asked Mr. Beatty, the owner of ImageSoft, for a final contract price so that we can try to put this project behind us.
Alrighty. Commissioner Cooper?
I guess I would just say, how much longer are we going to muddle around with this failed project?
I hope not much longer at all,
I mean,
Commissioner.
we've canned it a couple times and it's been resurrected and it just keeps coming back. And it's obviously a boondoggle right from the word go. And I think we're just spinning our wheels and wasting a lot of time.
We've tried to get every dime we could out of the project of what we've already had to pay, but you are correct, it does seem to keep popping back up at their request, and I think myself and Ms. Pierce were very adamant to them on the phone the other day that we have had enough.
Alright. I'm sure that subject will be fleshed out further, but it's been, has been a challenge, hasn't it? Moving on to standing committee reports, we go to Personnel, Equalization, Health, and Social Services. Commissioner Kinsella is the chair.
Right with the, here. A regular meeting of the Chippewa County Board of Commissioners Personnel, Equalization, Health, and Social Services Committee was held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2013 at the Chippewa County Courthouse in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Chairman Kinsella called the meeting to order at 10 a.m. with a quorum present. Members present, Don McLean, Ted Postula, and George Kinsella. Members absent, none. Others present, Jim German, County Administrator, Shirley Farnquist, Lynn Farnquist, Lisa Gothier, Kareen Brown, Joy Wondergem, and Stephanie Gordon. The agenda was accepted with no deletions. There were no public comments. We moved right into the agenda items. There was a fan presentation. Members of Families Against Narcotics gave an update on the group and asked the county to institute a drug court. Numerous ideas were suggested on how to pay for it. These included grants or a possible millage. Discussions will continue. No action was taken. The Board of Canvassers, we had a discussion about that with County Clerk Kathy Melport. She submitted a letter stating that alternatives for the Democratic Party were not available to canvass the upcoming election. Alternates, I said alternatives, it was alternates, sorry. She asked that Allison Youngs, who chairs the Democratic Party, do the canvass, as she had also been sworn in to do the last election. Therefore, it was moved by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Postula, to have Ms. Youngs canvass the election for the Democratic Party. On a voice vote, that motion carried. It was, what,
May I interrupt, Commissioner Kinsella? In your motion, could we also add language in that, since it's after the canvas board of a, Kathy, what's the language there, pro tem?
There's another word that's in it. Let me,
Anyway, I mean, going forward, if we could add pro tem,
that's what it is. It doesn't sound right, but that's what it is.
okay? Add that in there. And I'll make the motion.
I'll support it.
Okay, so what we're doing here, the motion made by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner McLean. The clerk needed a canvasser for the Democratic Party, and Ms. Allison Youngs, who had done it before, was available, and we are approving that, although after it's already been done, is the easiest way to put that. Is there any discussion? Commissioner
You know,
Cooper?
we had this problem, I think, after the August primary as well, and we took some action. Is there any way we can do something permanent to fix this situation? I mean, so, you know, we won't have another election until next spring perhaps, but, you know, we're gonna have that same dilemma, I'm sure. I mean, if you can't get,
Miss Youngs is supposed to give me a couple more names. She wants to talk to them first to see, because the names that she provided prior are no longer available. And, by the time, it was a 10-day or a few-day period that I have to have the election
Sure.
canvass, but she's supposed to get back with me and give me a couple more names.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, you know, we should clear this, you know, I mean, again, this is the second time this election cycle that we had a problem, and we wanna.
Yeah, we need to have people available to carry out that function. Any other discussion? Commissioner McLean?
This is generally not a problem, but I think it's because of illness.
Cancer is another Democrat, the chair, she has cancer and she's dealing with issues. And she's going to be available, I believe, the next election. This just came up and her daughter filled in again. But I have 2 canvas board members with cancer. Yes, it's illness.
Getting on that board.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we have a motion on the floor. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. Commissioner Kinsella?
Just to finish up, it was moved by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Postula to adjourn the meeting on a voice vote. That motion carried. And I declared the meeting adjourned at 11 a.m. I move for the acceptance of this committee report.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner Postula, that the minutes of the Personnel Equalization, Health, and Social Services Committee meeting on November 5th, 2013 be accepted. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. We move to Finance, Claims, and Accounts. Commissioner Cooper is the chair.
We held a meeting, finance claims and accounts, November 7th at 5 p.m. I was there, Scott Burke, Gisella, Don McLean, and Ted Studo. Kathy Noel, Margie Hank, Paul Stanway, Sharon Kennedy, Debbie Zerk, Jen German, and Kelly Church were also present. No additions or deletions, we approved the agenda, no public comment. Committee received the monthly treasurer's report, monthly travel report, and the new report regarding the administrative credit card. OPEB analysis, the committee received the written proposals that were requested and reviewed by the committee. Proposals were received from MERS and Burnham and Flowers per the committee request. And a third proposal was received from LPL, a local firm. Discussion ensued. It was moved by Commissioner Shacklin, supported by Commissioner McLean, to have an analysis of the long-term growth and the expenses associated with the trust, and to find out the cost of having an independent trust agreement written. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Kinsella. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Professional healthcare company's annual contract, 2.5% increase. The committee received and reviewed the price quote for continued healthcare services for the term October 3rd, 2013 to October 2nd, 2014 from correctional healthcare companies, which includes a 2.5% increase. The monthly increase in charges from $12,476.64 to $12,788.56 per month. Total annual cost of new contract would be $153,462.72. Discussion included the need for bidding out services, the savings from the CHC on contract, with a reduction in lawsuits, reducing hospital runs, manpower hours at the hospital. Moved by Commissioner Shockley, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, to approve the renewal contract with the correctional health care companies for the term October 3rd, 2013 to October 2nd, 2014 at the annual rate of $153,462.72, which includes a 2.5% monthly increase of $311.92, for a monthly total of $12,788.56. On a voice vote, the motion carried.
I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Kinsella. Is there discussion? Commissioner Cooper?
As I spoke in the finance meeting, and as I've said many, many times, that I feel that these kind of contracts should go out for bids. And I think it's in the best interest of the taxpayer if we don't put out no bid contracts. We're going from $149,719. Basically, this was a contract that we went into, and at that time, we kind of had our backs against the wall, so we did it without a bid. And now we're renewing it without a bid proposal. And I just think it's wrong. Later on in this minutes, you'll see we're gonna bid out a $1,500 snow plowing contract. But this is over 10 times the value, we're doing $154,000, and we won't take the time to put it out on bids. Now, one would argue that, well, that's the only company in the state that does it, and this and that and the other thing, but you know what, if we don't put it out on bids and we don't ask and we don't look and we don't see, we don't know truly, all those, we don't know that they're the only ones in town. So, I just think it's wrong, and I will continue to vote against no bid contracts.
Anyone else? Okay, I just want to mention, just so that the public isn't led to believe that we just willy-nilly throw around contracts, that this is a very specialized service. They're in place, they're doing an excellent job, and it's a modest increase that they're asking for, and that's why the majority is in favor of it. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay.
Nay.
Motion carries.
Medical Care Access Coalition, Chippewa County Health Department, committee received an agreement for services between Medical Care Access Coalition, Inc. and the Chippewa County Health Department to provide health care services to indigent individuals unable to pay for services for the scope of services, and to provide administrative services to the corporation in the operation of the program. It was moved by Commissioner Pastula, supported by Commissioner McLean, to approve the agreement for services between Medical Care Access Coalition, Inc. and Chippewa County Health Department to provide services to indigent individuals and to provide administrative services to the corporation in the operation of the program. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Pastula. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Committee reviewed the 2014 borrowing resolution to authorize the county to establish a fund in whole or in part from borrowed proceeds to pay local taxing units within the county their respective shares of delinquent ad valorem real property tax in anticipation of collection of those taxes by the treasury. It was moved by Scott, supported by Ted, to approve the 2014 borrowing resolution to go to the full board for approval. On a voice vote, the motion carried.
I would so move.
Motion
Support.
made by Commissioner Pastula, supported by Commissioner Kinsella. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay.
Nay.
Motion carries, one nay.
Snow plowing bids. First one is for the 911 center. The committee received and reviewed two bids that were received for snow plowing services at the central dispatch, Kinross. Both bids met spec. It was moved by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner Pastula, to approve the low bid from Jack Pine Services for the snow plowing services at central dispatch in the amount of $3,000 for the 2013-2014 season. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that we award that for snow plowing. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Snow plowing and snow bids and removal bids. The committee received and reviewed two bids that were received for snow plowing and removal services for the 2013-14 season for the county building, the animal control shelter, and the courthouse parking lot. Both bids met specifications for all three locations. For the county building, it was moved by Commissioner Shacklin, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, to approve the low bid from Norris Contracting, Inc. for the snow plowing and removal services of the county building in the amount of $2,000 for the 2013-2014 season. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that contract be awarded to Norris Contracting. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Animal control shelter is moved by Ted, supported by Don McLean, to approve the low bid from Molitor and Son Excavating for the snow plowing services at the Chippewa County Animal Control Shelter in the amount of $1,400 for the 2013-2014 season. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Pastula, that snow plowing contract go to Molitor and Son. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Courthouse parking lot, it was moved by Commissioner Shacklin, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, to approve the low bid from Norris Contracting, Inc. for the snow plowing and removal services for the courthouse parking lot in the amount of $2,500 for the 2013-2014 season. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that the courthouse parking lot bid go to Norris Contracting. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Claims and accounts. The committee reviewed the bills and payroll presented for approval. It was moved by George, supported by Scott, to recommend the approval of the general claims totaling $212,060.63. Other fund claims of $248,096.40. Payroll of $431,927.73. And health department claims of $469,653.07. Total claims of $1,361,737.83. Vouchers H1 through H319. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Pastula, that the vouchers, the claims, be paid. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
We had some budget adjustments. You have them in front of you there. There's nothing really outstanding. It was moved by Commissioner Shacklin, supported by Commissioner McLean, to approve the budget adjustments as presented. On a voice vote, the motion carried, and I would so move.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that the budget adjustments be approved. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
There's no other business to come before the committee.
Commissioner Cooper?
I move to approve.
Oh, excuse me. I forgot to put in the note about changing the meeting in December. You guys didn't make a motion on it, but you were gonna note it at tonight, and I did not put it in those minutes.
To do what?
Remember that? We discussed moving the December finance meeting and the December board meeting back a week, and I forget the dates, George, I think you wrote them down. And we
12th.
approved that also, it's not in our minutes.
The
Okay.
12th and the 16th.
Finance
So the
committee,
finance meeting will be on December 12th, and the regular board meeting will be on December 16th. And that just happened to happen during the finance meeting, but we will approve that here at the board meeting today.
at the board, you want me to
Right
make a
now,
motion
yes,
right now?
please.
Okay, I guess I would move that. We move the December finance meeting to December 12th, and the December board meeting to December 16th. The reason for that is we want to do some year-end stuff, close out some accounts, and do some last-minute accounting.
Right.
I'll make that motion.
Regular times on both of those?
Regular times.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Pastula, that those changes be made to the December finance and regular board meetings. Is there discussion on that? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries.
Now that concluded the meeting, and we adjourned at 5:30, and I would move for approval of the minutes.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Pastula, that these minutes be approved, and I presume that's with the addition of the meeting changes that we noted at the end. And any other further discussion on that motion?
I guess
Commissioner
I just
Cooper?
have one
But,
During the finance meeting, when we were talking about that contract, Mr. McLean requested some information, quantified, things on regarding, money we saved, hours we saved, such as that on that contract that we went with, CHC, and I don't know if he got that information, but if he did, I'd like to have that as well, because I would be curious to see where we're saving the money, because clearly there was no.
Haven't gotten that yet.
Mr. Stanaway is working on that though.
okay. We still have a motion on the floor. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. Now we move under new business. We have a number of items here. The first is the fair housing policy for Mishta. This is coming from the Community Action Agency, page 44 of our packet. So we need to comment on this. This is basically, again, a fair housing policy that we need
Scott,
to
was this
approve.
something that went through community action already?
It didn't go through that,
I don't remember.
that committee that you're probably thinking of that we're
I
on.
mean, I don't know, because these guys are on that.
Did it
board.
go through the Community Action Board?
I don't think so.
I think it was forwarded. Kelly, would you
I
help us
think
out with
this is
this?
just a change in
Or
the boilerplate,
Jim?
but I'm not positive.
Okay. Where'd this come from? What's the need for it?
When Mishta was doing their audit of the files, we did not have a current person named in this position, and we need to have someone named so that they can start releasing the 2011 monies for the Mishta grant.
So it's like a fair housing policy officer of some sort?
Yes.
And,
It would
and this
name-
name's
it names the
Administrator
county
German?
administrator.
Yes. Okay. I see. All right. Any other questions about that?
Do we need a motion on that?
Yes, we do. Please, for approval.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Motion made by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner McLean, that the fair housing policy for Mishta be approved. That's not a resolution, so I think a voice vote will be adequate. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay.
Nay.
One nay. The policy is approved. We move to item B, which is Resolution 13-19, the IGP help me with that, authorizing resolution.
Move for the approval of resolution 1319.
Thank you. That is,
I'll support that.
motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner McLean. Resolution 13-19. Is there further comment from the commission or questions? Will the clerk please take a roll call vote on that resolution?
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Pastula?
Yes.
Chairman Shackleton?
Yes. And that resolution is approved. We move to item C, which is 2014 borrowing resolution on 2013 delinquent taxes. I think this, the county is adequately funded, but I think we always pass this annually as a just-in-case measure. Is there a motion?
So moved.
I'll support that.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Kinsella. Is there discussion? All in favor, clerk, please take a roll call vote. It's a resolution.
Commissioner Cooper?
No.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Pastula?
Yes.
Chairman Shackleton?
Yes. That resolution is approved. We move to resolution 13-21, item D. This is the apportionment of the 2013 millages. And this again is a annual exercise.
Also moved.
I'll support.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Cooper, that the 2013 apportionment be approved. Is there discussion? Clerk, please take a roll call vote.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Pastula?
Yes.
Chairman Shackleton?
Yes. That resolution's approved. Resolution 1322, imposing 2013 property tax levy. That is on page 54.
I'll motion that one.
I'll support.
Motion made by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner McLean. Is there discussion? Clerk, clerk please take a roll call vote?
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Postula?
Yes.
Chairman Shackleton?
Yes, that resolution approved. We move to item F, Resolution 1324. This is authorizing water supply and sewage disposal system refunding bonds for the city of Sault Ste. Marie, Series 2013, limited tax general obligation.
Move for the approval of resolution 1324.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Pastula. Is there discussion? Will the clerk please take a roll call vote?
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Postula?
Yes.
And Chairman Shackleton?
Yes, and that resolution is approved. Well, we went through those quickly. I think we'll go a little more slowly on this next one. This is a letter of support that is regarding the issue that was discussed during the public comment period regarding a letter of support from the county to the Chippewa County Road Commission regarding the project that over on Sugar Island. Who would like to address this? Commissioner McLean?
I'd move the approval of the letter of support for this Sugar Island, or Little Rapids Restoration Project.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Cooper. Is there discussion? Sorry, thank you. Commissioner Kinsella?
You know, we as a county commission, didn't start this and don't have the ability to stop it, the way I understand it. The County Road Commission, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that what gets built out there, is my understanding, they're trying to ensure that what gets built out there is something they can maintain. And ultimately, it does boil down to the county's involvement as to plowing it, maintaining traffic across it, maintaining construction flow, and stuff will happen under the auspices of the County Road Commission. But several of the residents have been at meetings I've attended and spoke up against this. You know, to the people that are not against it have been pretty quiet. And so I think there was some 100 and some people that voted supposedly against this, and I believe it was 15 or 20 voted for it. Again, I see us as supporting the road commission. We appoint them. So, you know, I'm willing to have this discussion. I just, it doesn't personally affect me. I hope it helps the fishing. And I'm not quite so sure as to, even though there's residents against it, I'm not quite so sure that all of the residents of Sugar Island or of Sault Ste. Marie are affected as much as we've heard. So, anyway, I guess that was a whole lot of nothing, but,
But well said.
well, thanks. Yeah.
He's a master at that.
Commissioner McLean?
This has been, the group that's sort of led the effort so far has been the Eastern UP Regional Planning. And they were the fiscal agent to see that studies were done. And there was a tremendous amount of money spent on a flow model for what would actually happen with the water. And that was done by the federal government, and it isn't like, you know, I went out and hired somebody to build something. This was quite an elaborate study. And the thing that I look at is that the federal government and the state of Michigan and all the appropriate people who deal with the waterways, and we're all aware and familiar with, when you start talking about waterways, all the processes that you have to follow if you go to do anything with the river or anything connected with that. And so to my knowledge, all the T's have been crossed, all the I's have been dotted, and it's been lots of study done on this. And again, I remember particularly that they spent all kinds of money on a company to do a flow model to to see how the water would actually flow when they did this, to see if it would indeed provide enough water to improve the habitat, and the answer was yes. So,
Thank you. Anyone else? Go ahead.
Well, I don't really don't know what to say, you know, they both put a good argument out here today. Yes, it should help the fishing, and there is some concerns that there could be problems with it, but like you said, every agency's involved. If something goes wrong, or if they find something, I'm sure they would stop the project if there was contamination, if they worried. And just hit me as we were sitting here talking, Don talking, you know, years ago, we tried to stop the landfills, and if we voted no, which we voted against those landfills years ago, they said, we're gonna do it anyway. So I mean, if we vote no today, they're still gonna come in and do that project, so let's work with them to get the best project we can when it's done.
Okay. All right, I've got a couple comments on this. First of all, I'd just like to start by reminding people that even though the road commission is called the Chippewa County Road Commission, it's not actually a part of Chippewa County government. Our role is not to fund them or to tell them what to do. We appoint commissioners to the board, just as we do, for instance, War Memorial Hospital. But they're not a part of county government. I'd also like to, since we're talking about the road commission, comment that I've heard nothing but compliments and positive things about how well they responded to the roads damage being washed, the roads being washed out on Sugar Island. What a great job they've done to get those roads open, passable, and although they're not restored back to the way they were before that storm, people can get around again like they did before the storm, and can get to where they have to be. So my compliments to the county road commission for that. I've had people talk to me about this particular project all summer, and I've heard about it then, I've heard about it now, and I'm aware of the people on Sugar Island who are against it, and my sentiment and feelings go really towards the people who have to live with the decisions that are being made by everybody else, and that's why I will be voting against this letter. So, that being said, I believe everybody had a chance to say what they wanted to say on it. Then all in favor, please vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. I'm a nay. And that letter is approved to be sent to the Chippewa County Road Commission. We move then to, we have an addition to the agenda that was placed, and what is that again? Oh, that's the name of the union.
It's actually a union change.
Is
It's
it-
just
Not just the name, they actually changed unions.
Yes.
Okay. Could you just tell us exactly what the previous union was and the new union is?
Police officers labeled counselor to the
Fraternal.
federal or
Fraternal.
Is that
Fraternal
FOP?
Order of Police
Yeah.
Labor Council.
Okay.
And this is the same group that that represented the road patrol and the dispatchers and corrections have decided that they'd like to use that union also.
Okay. So they are switching the union, and we need to recognize that, is what it comes down to.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support.
Motion made by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by Commissioner McLean. Is there discussion? All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. Well, we move to closed session. We have some attorney correspondence and union negotiations to discuss in closed session. And that we do need a motion and a vote in order to move into closed session.
I'd so move.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Pastula, that we go into closed session to discuss attorney correspondence and union negotiations. All in favor? Pardon me? That's a roll call vote. Will the clerk please take a roll call vote?
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Pastula?
Yes.
Chairman Shackleton?
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go into closed session. We will come back out. We may take action when we come out, or we may just wrap up the meeting.
Do you think we could have stopped that? I'm not sure. I know they-
Okay, we're physically back. I need a motion to go back into open
So
session.
moved.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Kinsella, that this county board reconvene in open session. Take a roll call vote.
Commissioner Cooper?
Yes.
Commissioner Kinsella?
Yes.
Commissioner McLean?
Yes.
Commissioner Postula?
Yes.
Commissioner, Chairman Shackleton?
Yes. Okay, we're back in open session. There's two things to consider. One's a personnel matter and one is a contract. Personnel matter, I believe there's a motion. Could you read the motion and we'll see if anybody would like to offer it.
Motion to approve the release of the settlement agreement, subject to a confidentiality agreement as discussed in closed session.
So moved.
Support.
Motion made by Commissioner McLean, supported by Commissioner Postula. Is there discussion?
Under
All-
discussion, I want you guys to realize I'm gonna be absent, even though I'm gonna be standing here. Now,
Is that off the
It's not
record?
being taped, George, it's not being recorded.
it can be recorded, I don't care, but.
I mean,
I'm confused. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. That passes. We have also a contract to approve with, is it Road Patrol, correct? Is there,
move with approval of the labor contract as negotiated.
I'll support
Approved by
that.
And it was already been approved by the union.
yes. Motion made by Commissioner Cooper, supported by Commissioner Postula to approve the contract with Road Patrol that they have approved, and we would do our part at this time to approve it as well. Is there discussion?
I'm back in the room.
Oh, hi, George. All in favor, vote aye.
Aye.
Opposed, vote nay. Motion carries. Going to the, are there any commissioner comments? No. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move adjourned.
Support.
Motion by Commissioner Kinsella, supported by
I think you
Commissioner
asked if I had diarrhea.
Postula to adjourn. All in favor, vote aye. Everybody votes aye.
I
This
need some
means
new
adjourned.
chocolate, that's